Good morning. Welcome to the 23rd of May. It is Thursday. It's the day after NVIDIA, and wow, did we just hit 1,000 plus on NVIDIA? Let's go ahead and so if this is the first time you're on my channel, let me give you a quick backstory. I recently retired about 6 months ago, and I've been interested in stocks since 2010. I've been trading pharmaceuticals, phase 1, phase 2 trials, NDA approvals, FDA approvals. So I traded a lot of that. I traded a lot of marijuana stocks back in 2010. I almost got into Tesla when it was $53 a share back then. Let's see. I was in Moderna at $2 a share. I was in Doji before 3 years before it hit $1. What else? I've had some ups and downs. I've had huge wins. I've had huge losses. For about a year and a half, though, I've been trading futures, and I've been focusing on NASDAQ. And yeah, it was the YouTube hype that got me interested in it. And then I put my own capital to work. I thought I knew what I was doing at the time, and I blew it all. So if I had that capital that I had with the knowledge that I have now, and every day it keeps on improving, I'd be very happy with what I'm doing with my life. But anyways, now we seem to be trying to rebuild what we lost, and I'm enjoying the journey and every step of the way with it. So so this is just this channel is just a trading journal for myself, and I post it on YouTube just for educational and entertainment purposes for you guys. Something to learn from, something to watch somebody trying to struggle, trying to learn this profession. It is very exhilarating at times. It's emotionally taxing throughout the day. If you're trading on the trading desk all day, it's mentally exhausting. You use a lot of all your cognitive processes to try to determine risk, reward, how much am I going to put on leverage, and you get the adrenaline response from going in those trades. And hopefully all that will just subside, because when I'm trading on my paper account, on the TradingView, I trade a paper account on TradingView to test my thesis, and then I trade on Tradeovate. I've been using Tradeovate since I started. I love Tradeovate. When I first got on it, it was laggy at times at huge news releases and movements in the market. But lately, for the past 6 months, there has been very minimal lag. I trade with TopstepX, and I trade with Apex. So I've had 14 XFAs through TopstepX throughout the year and a half. And every time I get an XFA, it's just I lose it. I over leverage, I revenge trade, and I think I'm starting to get better at overcoming those two psychological detractors from being profitable. I tried Apex a couple weeks ago, and I grabbed a 100K account with Apex, did their evaluation, and I went straight into a PA account. And I don't know, it was just some reason I'm just more focused when I'm trading that account than I am with TopstepX, and I think it's because of all the combines and resets. And I mean, I put a lot of money towards TopstepX over the year and a half, but with Apex, that account is still going strong. I think we're on 7 days so far. We are over the limit loss threshold finally. Yesterday we got over it, and I have a target goal that I want to reach before I'm able to request payouts. So we'll go and review that. And so I got one active funded account that I'm working with now, and we're going to try to build that from here. So let's go ahead and check out that's my channel. You could follow me on Discord at MYKE175. You could look that name up on Discord, hit me a direct message, and then I have an NQ trading room that I have a couple people in. We talk about what we see in the markets, what we're trading. Some people trade options in the SPX. Another guy is he does Top Step as well, and we just talk about levels. I do the morning video is a recap from yesterday, and then I go into charting. So you get to see how I chart, what I look for, what stands out to me, and it wasn't always like that. I never knew how to chart. I had to watch people how to chart, and then I had to understand, well, try to understand what they see when they're charting, and then I had to chart myself, because you can't, it is not recommended to start trading off of somebody else's charting analysis unless they're like super good, and trying to find a reputable person on YouTube, unless you're paying for courses, it's hard. So I finally think I'm getting better at charting, so we'll go over all that stuff, and then we'll wait for high volatility moments in the market, right? 8 o'clock is a good time that market liquidity comes in. We got 9 o'clock, 9:30, and then all the news releases. So let's check out the news releases. So for the news for today, we got jobless claims in about 30 minutes. We also have S&P Flash U.S. Service PMI, Manufacturing PMI at 9:45, and then at 10 we got new home sales and a speaker at 3. I'm not going to be able to trade at open. I got an obligation I got to head out to, and then I'll be back hopefully late morning session. So it's probably good that I'm missing the first 15-30 minutes of the trading session, especially after NVIDIA reported. Let's go over the TopStep account. I had a rough day with the combines on TopStep. I lost account number 21 and 83. We still have 82. We still have the TopstepX account. I think I have $1,000 left on that account. This account, 82, we made $200 yesterday. I'm still slowly trying to build it up. 249, almost 250. And then the TopstepX account, man, I turned it off after like $2,100 in losses. I didn't hit the max loss on the TopstepX. I just stopped, and this is the drop. This is the drop right here, and we lost 2,100. We can't go to 149.5, and we're at 151.4. So almost $1,000, $1,500. All right, so for the PA account, we're doing good on the PA account. Our P&L is at 4,400. My goal is to get it to 5,000 before I start requesting payouts. We've been in the account for 7 days, and the total of the account balance is 104,415. So it's a 100K account. It is a PA account, and this is what I trade. So with that, let's go ahead and check out the ES charting. Actually, we'll start off with gold. I usually start off with gold. So gold had a huge drop yesterday. We're looking at the 2-hour chart right now. I had this consolidation box for the last couple days. We're down here in this area. I see another box forming on the 2-hour. We're just going to put this here for now and see if I'm right on the assessment here. We've got almost the 50% range where this limit line is, this level. I'm going to go ahead and just move that there. We got liquidity here and liquidity here, and I usually try to show that through here. So we got buyers here, we got change of structure right there, and we got liquidity there, and we're back at that spot now. So this area could act as support. That's something to pay attention to. We have a downward trend that we need to break if we're going to go up higher. And we got this larger trend line here. So looking at the overall view here, we have another level down here that we could possibly come down to if gold just keeps dropping. This is a steep descent, so we may consolidate before coming to a step down to here, or we could just come back up to this level right here. That's what I see. So I'm going to change this to turquoise as 2 levels that I think we're going to hit. And again, this is on the 2 hours. So pre-market lows down here from yesterday. we do have resistance at that level, and this level right here, we do have areas of liquidity, right? We broke through there. That's an inefficiency zone. We got another area there. We have a change of structure right here. We got liquidity there, and then right in this box area, we got the market trying to battle for ownership, and then we got a change of structure there. So I think that level is valid, those two levels in turquoise, and that's going to be it for gold. As you can see, we're on the top of that consolidated box, the box of consolidation. So I marked the boxes of consolidation in orange and inefficiency zones in yellow. And as you watch the videos, you'll see that's what I normally do. For the ES, okay, this was the all-time high, right? The all-time high is now we're just going up. We're just constantly going up. All right. Oh wait, is that the all-time high? Yeah, that's the all-time high. All right, so I think that level is going to be a level of support moving forward, right? We got liquidity here, rejection, rejection, rejection. We broke through it. Now we got to see if it acts as support. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this line. Actually, I probably should have kept it. So the smaller lines is what I put on during the day when I see levels. The larger lines is something that stands out on the larger time frame, right? So this buy area, that's a buy area. This is definitely a level right there. That's a level. That's all supported levels, possibly. We came down to here, so this level was supported back on another time frame over there, and as you can see, we hit support. And yesterday we hit support twice, which was this drop yesterday was an opportunity to get in the markets. Let me tell you something. I was on the Apex account. I almost lost my Apex account yesterday, and I was trading in basically this zone right here until this drop, and this drop gave me an opportunity to reclaim all my losses. So I was very grateful for that opportunity. I kept my head in the game. I kept waiting for a setup, and it finally came. So since I'm not going to be able to sit at my desk all day, I think paying attention to a setup is going to be very beneficial for my trading, because it will limit the amount of times that I'm entering the market. So now we may have, this is the pre-market low, all right? And I'm going to put the pre-market low because watching the ES, we put the pre-market low in purple. I think I did that yesterday. So the pre-market low, and that's something for us to watch. We got the point of control down here with the VWAP. If price rejects, especially at this pivot point, and it starts coming back down, well, it has to stay above the pre-market low. Now tomorrow we may have a red day, and the pre-market low from today will possibly get broken. But that pre-market low is at the top of the support range on this buy block. So something to pay attention to. That could be another launch spot to continue going higher if we end up touching it. And then we may come down at open for a quick pullback, either to this level right here. I'm going to put that in a smaller size to let me know that this is something that I just put on for the day. So that's the ES. All we have above us is whole numbers, right? So we can't really trade. We can't draw any levels up here. We can only go off the pivot points, and we can only go off whole numbers, right? So that's what happens when you're at the all-time high. Let's go ahead and look at the NASDAQ. So with the NASDAQ, this is the Nikkei, all right? Not the NASDAQ. My oil trade. So, man, this oil trade. So I had this is my paper account, all right? This is where I test my thesis on. So we had two areas right here. I had two buy orders at 5 contracts each at this level. And last night we hit it, and I wanted to trade it last night when I was looking at my phone, but I was afraid we were going to come back down here, right? So we didn't. This area was supported yesterday, or not yesterday, but on Wednesday. It was supported again. It's Wednesday the 7th. It was supported again Wednesday the 15th. And it was supported yesterday, Wednesday, and this morning, around 2 o'clock this morning. It reversed at this area and it shot back up. And we're back in this consolidated box, right? I drew this box to show me a range of oil, and we're back in that box, okay? So I'm in 20 contracts on my paper account. My sell price is like around, sell price is at 84. I'll make 132,000 on my paper account if we pop back up there. So that's what I'm watching. Watching on that on oil. I watched that on the 4 hour. All right, NASDAQ, my favorite. So this was the all-time high. Now we're up at this whole number. I'm gonna move that whole number to 19,100. I'm gonna move this to the all-time high, and that was the pre-market all-time high. We're finally hit that. We got a gap from yesterday. Not really, but from pre-market we have a gap. This is just a daily. Oh, so we've been, I guess I wouldn't say a tight range. Wednesday, we had a very indecisive day because it was the day before NVIDIA earnings. Now we're up here. So what could happen? Well, we could definitely come down to this level, which will be a turquoise area because it's a high area of support. And I'm just gonna put that at the top of the range. Actually, this one denotes a box, I believe. Because we got that inconsistency zone, we got that break of structure, and we have this area right here, right? It's covering the wicks, it's covering the solid candles, and it's in the middle of this indecisive point, this 2-day indecisive point. So if we reject at some point in the next couple days, we could come down to this level, all right? This could be the first level. I gotta get rid of these real quick just so we could start fresh on the hour, or as we get on lower time frames. That might be a supported buy block area. In each box we draw, we have a 50% line, all right? You could just draw an imaginary line at the 50% line. Sometimes I'll put another line on there just to give us a visual representation. But this is the daily. I think if we go higher, we're gonna hit a resistance level and we're gonna have a pullback. And the first place we're gonna reverse to, I believe, is here. So let's go ahead and look at the 4 hour. We have a break of structure, which could be a revisiting point. We may revisit this point for a break of structure, and we could we go ahead and label that break of structure. All right, and then we got this area right here, which could be an area of reversal. See if it acts as support. And then we got another area here. Remember, we're on the 4 hour, so each candle represents 4 hours. Definitely this area right here may be an area we may revisit because of, look how long we've been sitting at this area. We weren't at this area very long. I'm gonna get rid of that box, that was from yesterday. We weren't at this area for very long, so we may bust through this, but this area right here is a high area of visitation. Here, here, and these two candles here. So this area right here may be a point that we may revisit. So let's put that in turquoise because it just stands out. It stands out. I'm bringing it up. I think this is going to be an area of support, and we could just put area of support. So I think that's going to be an area of support, and then definitely that box stands for itself. And then we have an area right here where we could come down to, or it's an area of support. All right, and if you come back, you'll see we got touch points. We got touch points there, here, here, right there, right there, right there. We got resistance level here from these candles, and we got a change of structure there. So that area might be an area, and that's what you want to look for, right? And as you get better charting, you'll get better to finding things. But I think that's going to be it. We got we have the pivot points, right? We got pivot point for the day, which is down here. This is area of support, which is in the 50% area between the two pivot points, which is an area that price likes to hang out in, right? Look at this area. Between these 2 points, it's hitting this. And that's around the 50% area between these 2 points. So and that's just how it ranges, okay? If we reject the 50% area between the two pivot points, we may range back down to the bottom of the pivot point before we move them back up. It's just a larger box to gauge your probabilities on. And that's about it. Oil's still moving up. Awesome, love to see that. That is it for charting. I will go ahead and just monitor the 15 minute, 30 minute, and the 5 minute on the paper account. Again, I will test my thesis on the paper account. Right now we're up $106,000 on the paper account. The other day we were down to 97 to 89,000. And because of that gold trade, man, I did a couple trades yesterday on the paper account, testing thesis on gold, silver. I'm starting to watch silver. Silver has some huge movements that you can capitalize on. I also lost a lot of money on the paper account trading silver, so it is very highly leveraged, high risk, high reward. So and that's incremental movements on silver with 5 contracts is like $1,800. So if we could get on a silver trade and be on the right side of the trade, up or down, you know, that's a good two grand of profit right there. But we just got to find those areas and know when to go in and execute. So I have some issues when I'm trading, and this is something that you guys will, that will stand out to you. So when I'm trading, the moment I go into a trade, right, I have a tendency to hit the top of the range and the low of the range. And I'm not entering that position for the low risk, high reward probability trade. I'm entering the trade as a momentum trade, and I usually, more times than not, I'm losing money on those trades because I'm thinking like everyone else is thinking, so I end up being liquidity for the market. Other times I'll go into a trade and I'll be premature in moving my stop. And the moment I move my stop, well, I get stopped out. And my thesis is, you know, whatever, long or short on that particular moment. So when I move my stop, I get stopped out, and what ends up happening more times than not is the market leaves me behind, and I miss out on a lot of potential profit. So I move my stops. Sometimes I enter at the low end or the high end of a range when I should do the inverse of that. I should trust more range trading because I tend to lose my accounts more when I go against the range trading moments of probability, and I tend to move my stop too early and lose out on what my original thesis was, where my target price, my target point was, my price point was. So those are things that I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn not to over leverage. I'm trying to learn to scale in. I'm trying to learn to not revenge trade and not over trade. And those are all vices that new traders will experience, and you'll see that as I'm trading. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and review the Mag 7 real quick. So we got the Mag 7 here. We got Apple, Nvidia. Nvidia's high was 1,023, and we haven't went above that yet. This is the first time that Nvidia reached $1,000, and this is all in pre-market. So it's yet to be determined what Nvidia is going to do at open. We got Apple, Amazon that we watch, Microsoft, and all of these are high, and we are at an all-time high. I have a significant position in Palantir, and every time Palantir drops, I try to enter another 100 contract long in Palantir and Alphabet. And then we got Google, Tesla, and Netflix that we'll watch too, and I'll add those in the charts every now and then. But that's about it. That's my charting session. It usually takes about 10 or 15 minutes, and we're gonna go off the levels. I'm gonna go off the levels that I drew out today. So again, if you like what you see and wanna follow along, feel free, hit the like button, subscribe. I try to post videos daily, and with that, I hope you guys have a good day. Be patient, be disciplined, stay focused, get after it. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. So I'm going to record this news data real quick. I already did the pre-market charting session. See what we got. 8:30 initial jobless claims. Yeah, man, this thing may go. This thing may go and won't stop. Break a structure. I got another area here. There we go. Jobless Claims is out. Gold is dropping. Don't know what the number is. If it's going to be good or bad. 20 seconds in. Seems to be bouncing. Could come down to here, here, or here before going up. Could be a fake out to the upside and then a drop. So just watching it. May drop here. Let's go ahead and do a got 5 contracts on my paper account. Spiked up. I think we're gonna drop. See if I'm right. Risking $300. I may be wrong. It usually bounces that quick and then a rejection. So let's see how right I am. It also may shoot up. Rips is going 3 contracts long right now. We may pull back to the pivot point. I'm gonna get out. That was a small profit. See what silver's doing. Silver's dropping a little bit. Gold's dropping a little bit. Yeah, it would have been a good drop. Let's see if it's buying liquidity or not. Got high volume, 2,000 shares, 2,000 contracts. Got a lot of sellers down here at this base. We could come back down to this base and revisit before bouncing back up. We could come back down to the all-time high. All-time high is at 19,900, so we got to stay above 19,900. Right now, it may just be busting stops. There we go. We're coming down. Volume is still 3 minute, 3 minute, 15 minute. I think we're coming back down to the resistance level or the all-time high. That's what I see happening first. 19,010. Again, our next report is going to be at 9:45. I won't be here for new home sales. Gold's dropping. Silver's back up. There we go. We just got $3,800 contracts on that.
Order filled.
1 contract long. I'll put my stop here. We'll go another buy with a pullback, 50% area on the pullback. And I'll buy another one down here. Gold's moving back up. There's the 50% area right there.
Order filled.
See, I'm already in 2. This would be 3. We could be consolidating at this area right here. Seems like we lost some volume. 1910. Could bounce here. We have another area at 907. We're at 907 area. We have stuff up in this area. We could bounce here. ES is moving up a little bit. I think this would be invalidating my trade idea, but I think limiting risk by going right here to put my stop, but well, I'm gonna move my stop because we're already up.
Stop there.
All right, so 210. If I don't trade anymore this morning, 210 is that's a good profit on my PA account. We're at 104,600. $210 on that trade. I scaled in, and that's I should have went in with 5 contracts. You can't do that. You can't say I should have, would have, could have. That was a good trade. All right, I'm back. Let's see what the market's doing. We had a huge drop. I like it. I was in position. I got out of it. It was just my paper account. I was hoping for a bounce of the VWAP. It didn't happen. We may bounce at this level down here. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and see. Could bounce here, first spot. I don't know if I want to short it yet. I don't know how far we're gonna be dropping. ES could bounce here. Bounce for a quick reversal. Huge drop. Oh, we were up 200 something points. We're at a pivot point on, next pivot point is coming down here. This could be the next area reversal. Could have a lot of buyers. We bounced again, next level.
Order filled.
That would have been a good buy. I just moved my stop. Let's see if we come back down to retest. See if we come back down to retest. This is Wednesday at 8 o'clock. We're gonna have a gap fill all the way down to the area of support. It's a long ways down. We could bounce here. We could bounce here. I'm waiting for 18,845, 18,845. That's about right here. We could come down. Man, silver is dropping huge. Wow. Look at gold and silver. There's silver. Here's gold. Gold's outside that consolidation box from this morning. We're fighting here. There's a lot of movement on the NASDAQ. We got huge volume, 15,000, 25,000 contracts. We could go all the way down to this area of support.
Order filled. Stop filled.
Scalped another 35 bucks, 40 bucks.
Order filled. Order filled.
I might get stopped out.
Stop filled. Stop filled.
All right, lost 200 bucks. This could be a bounce.
Order filled. Order filled.
Woof. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and double the position right here. It dropped down. I think it's gonna whip back up. So I'm in 4 contracts long. I'm debating where to put my take profit. I have my stops in. See if we could capitalize on that.
Stop filled.
Quick, man, it was quick. Up 150. Yep, there you go. Could still go down. 5 minute looks strong. Wait till we get to our level. Just wait till we get to our level. Next level is 823. All right, so I saw a big reversal, so I went in 1 contract. I'm gonna test the movement upward. Got stopped out.
Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
So I have conviction. I keep adding to this position. I think it's definitely gonna pop up. I'm willing to risk the drop. I think it's strong. Here we go we start kicking up. Move my stop
Stop
as I do.
filled.
And walked out with some profit. Back up to 250. 823, what do we got? That's right, news release. 10 o'clock. Existing home sales. Let's see what happens. Existing home sales at 10. 30 seconds. We're flat. Let's trade the TopstepX on that existing home sales. I might just go through this. I don't think I ended up losing this account later on in the morning when I hit 1500 in my Apex funded account. I went over, switched over to the TopstepX, and I just YOLO'd it and lost it. There you go. Where are we at? Up 300. This might pull back to here, pull back to here. Silver, man, oh man. Silver popped and then dropped. Check that out. Got in at the bottom of the range. Got in at the bottom of the range. We could reject at that level.
Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Order filled. Stop filled. Order filled. Stop filled.
668. We're up at 5,000. We hit our mark, 5,000 profit. So anything above this, we can request payouts if we maintain it. See what happens when we get to the EMA. 668. All right. Better than yesterday. Man, silver, dude, you could have made So much money. The drop, short one. This is how much you could have made. 1,500. I think it's gonna go down. Oh yeah, there we go. I think it's gonna go down here. We may go lower. Is it too late to get into silver? We're coming up. We're gonna break this area. We could bounce. I'm scared, man. Silver is a tough trade. Oil, we're going to war. We may bounce right here. We're in a silver trade, paper account, one contract. We're already up $200. So that's how quick it could fly. It's not even funny. There's silver. I was about to get in on oil right here, but we could wait till we get to this break of structure. Apparently, China and Taiwan are going at it. We're at the pivot point. We could reject off the pivot point. We almost came down to my level. This is going to be the day low. We're going to go ahead and put that in. Day low, still moving up. Man, the house account was up like 10 grand and now they're down 6,300. That's what happens. I've been there. I know that feeling. That was a good opportunity to short. We rejected off the EMA pretty hard. Do we have any more news coming? That's it. Later on, we got a speaker at 3. I want a short right here.
Order filled. Stop filled. Stop filled. Order filled.
Come on. Come on. Come on, drop. Feels heavy. Feels heavy, come on.
Stop filled.
814. EMA on the ES. We're at the EMA on the ES. We're on the pivot point on the NASDAQ.
Order filled. Order rejected. Stop filled. Order filled. Order rejected.
Damn.
Order rejected.
It's just sketchy, man. It's sketchy. That's the move. I'm not moving my stop. That's the move. Come on down. I'm moving my stop.
Stop filled.
Moving my stop. One contract riding. One contract riding. There you go. 1,300. I'm done. So I'm gonna get destroyed. Destroyed by TopstepX. I'm good. We are up on the funded account. I'm gonna call it a day. We still have one combine on Trade-Evate. I'm not gonna trade it today though. I am done trading today. That was a good day. We scalped. We did small size. We did 3 contracts, 1,300. lost the combine on Top Step. I might just I'll keep a couple subscriptions open, but I might cancel a bunch of subscriptions and then just try to work on the funded account since I'm already up on the positive. And with that, it's Memorial Weekend. I'll be at a soccer tournament in Florida today, tomorrow afternoon and till Sunday. And with that, I'll try to trade tomorrow maybe. I know it's probably going to be today, and we might pop up, and then tomorrow we may drop tomorrow. Definitely by the end of tomorrow because of the 3-day weekend. With that, you guys trade safe. Watch your risk. Watch your size. Don't revenge trade. Don't overtrade. Be patient, disciplined, and get after it. I'll see you guys tomorrow and on Tuesday. All right. Have a good one. I'll talk to you all later. Bye.